It really is as good as last week felt, and as complete as we played in all three phases. It was the exact opposite today, and it's very disappointing. Our university deserves a better effort than that, and that's my job to make sure they give that, and we did not today.
They start the fourth quarter, hit you with the fake punt. Is that something you guys discussed?
Yeah.
Coach, how was practice this week? Or did you get any indication in practice, or did you guys have a good week? Anything leading up to this
Not
week
as good. Indicate? Not as good. For being truthful, I mean, I was thought Tuesday was okay. I thought Wednesday and Thursday were not up to par for sure. But now I don't want to sit here and not give credit to New Mexico State some too. I mean, they're playing. They're very confident. Jerry's a heck of a football coach. They had the right calls at the right time. They milked the clock. I mean, I bet we didn't have 40 offensive plays between the penalties that kept killing ourselves with that, and them controlling the clock. So give them credit for that. But the effort we had was not what Auburn deserves.
Coach, that's what I was going to ask you to follow up on that. Obviously you'll have to look at the tape, but does your gut tell you it was more effort than execution right now?
That's hard to say. I mean, some of the execution, I thought you're not going to execute if you're not giving great effort. So it probably goes hand in hand. I thought our receivers ran routes in slow motion tonight, did not get out of their breaks at the top end. And it was we didn't protect well. It was just there's nothing positive that I can say about tonight.
Hugh, what is it about a Jerry Kill coach team that has given you and your team struggles in the past 2 years? What is it about his teams that make them so successful?
Well, it starts at quarterback play. He's a very confident. He extends plays, and he understands the game. You can tell they had a good plan. If you had a 5-man box, they were going to do this. 6-man box, going to do that. And every critical moment, it seemed like he made a play. And so you got to give, Jerry's done a great job with that program.
So was that what basically was one of the reasons that the running game was really struggling to get going? Peyton ended up being your leading ball carrier. Was it something they were doing that just? Well,
we had 15 plays at halftime, and of those 3 possessions, I think we had penalties in every one of them. We never could get in any rhythm whatsoever to establish a run game, and then you get behind in the last few possessions. I mean, they ate the clock up and continue to stay on the field.
Hugh, the penalties for you guys today, kind of a bit of a retraction from where you guys have been the past few weeks. Again, was that something you expected or you had seen in practice, or was there any indication of that?
None. No. I mean, I don't know how. I don't think I've ever had a practice where I felt like there was an indication that we would be penalized as much as we were tonight. So that was, not expected.
Coach, with the Iron Bowl next, how do you ensure a better practice this week for the guys?
It'll test us. It's a great thing about this sport. And being early on in our journey here, this is a great something I hope sits in the craw of our stomach and makes us sick and gives us a reminder for future that you have to earn your right to win a football game every single time you're out.
Just more on what's looming next week in Alabama in the Iron Bowl. What's your message going to be to refocus this group so they can go out here and have a chance to win that ball game?
I don't know. I'll give it some thought tonight and come up with the best approach.
Has this even sunk in yet, and just how, I guess, shocked are you with this result out here?
It's disappointing. It's you feel like a bad dream. But I've had those before. And, you coach long enough, you have some of these, particularly if we've gotten better as the year's gone on, and today didn't show it. That's the most disappointing thing.
Is there anything good that you can take away from this game in 4 quarters? I mean, anything that you can take into a week of the Iron Bowl?
No, other than maybe it just inspires us to play a lot harder. Yeah, thank you.
Coach, defensively, can you talk about what happened on defense? Defense played well all year.